What is going on, Fools YouTube? You got AJayPay. I got another Showdown battle for Tuesday today. I think it's November 19th because I'm recording this in a week in advance because I have the time to do it for once. Using the same team, Mr. and Mrs. Fluff team with friends and neighbors and stuff. I didn't make any modifications to it whatsoever at all. In general, though, I guess I'm going to do the replays like this now because if I save the replays and record it later, it's going to be that crappy quality. So I decided I'm just going to I'm going to record it as soon as I get a good battle, then narrate over and adjust the speed to whatever speed I need it to be. But this turned out to be a really good battle considering that during like mid-half of the game, like mid-half end of the game, I kind of gave up. I was thinking I was not going to win. Then I saw a chance of a comeback, and I took that chance, and I made a comeback possibly. I may have won. I don't know. We'll figure it out at the end of the battle. We're just going to start right now, as I'm going to lead off with Mrs. Fluff. He's going to lead off with Rotom Monster as I predicted. I knew he'd Volt Switch here. That's why I decided just to stay in, because I didn't want him to get switched into anything else. But it turns out this is going to be a problem, because this Conkeldurr can immediately set up in my face, and I was thinking that my Landorus could be a thing that could stop it, but then I realized at the same time he can bulk up and get his defense up, and I'm physical attacking obviously, so I'm not going to be doing too much. That's why I decided to immediately U-turn out of here, because I'm thinking he's going to Ice Punch or bulk up again, go into my Politoed because it's Choice Scarf outspeeds, and if that was in the rain, it'll easily take it out of the Hydro Pump if he decides to stay in. But I decided to go for the safe Psychic here, so that way I don't miss. Unfortunately, Psychic actually did not take this thing out, and then he hits me with Drain Punch. He's at a good amount of health, and I realized at this point he's probably going to Mach Punch. It was very obvious. That's why I go to Mr. Fluff, and Mr. Fluff can live one more hit from this thing and go for a free Thunder on something unless he switches to Gliscor. Luckily, he does not, and I hit this Rotom Wash, but this Rotom takes it really well, so I'm assuming he's special defensive, as he's going to go for these annoying Pain Splits. That's honestly not good for Mr. Fluff at all whatsoever, because Mr. Fluff is max HP, max special attack, doesn't have any speed investment at all, so it's slow, and it barely has any health left, and it has frail defenses as well, so Mr. Fluff is kind of useless. He's useless now is the point, but regardless, he can still do something hopefully. He sets up Stealth Rocks with his Gliscor as I switch into my Landorus, and I decided to go for the Hidden Power Ice here because I was thinking to get some prior damage off of whatever he decided to switch into, and I was thinking he might have Ice Fang immediately attack me. I go for the Stealth Rocks on a switch into Genesect as he's going to Ice Beam as I switch out to Mrs. Fluff, because Mrs. Fluff can take the pain from anybody because she's such a nice person in general. And I believe I do decide to go for the Toxic here on the Conkeldurr, which is actually kind of bad because he has Guts, but at the same time, it's going to be a thing that's going to wear this thing down as long as I play it right, so hopefully I don't give him like free Guts because of Drain Punches, then that'd be a problem. I decided to go on Landorus, get the Intimidate drop. Luckily, he doesn't predict that. He doesn't go for the Ice Beam. He goes for the Drain Punch to try to get some health. So it looks like he's not really predicting, but as you're going to see later, he's going to start predicting in a second, and the match is going to get way better. I decided to go for the Earthquake here, just get damage off of anything. Luckily, he switches into this thing, considering that he doesn't really want to switch Crobat or Gliscor because I have Hidden Power Ice, and I'm able to 2-hit KO this Scizor with the Earthquake. But the problem is, Scizor did a very good job weakening me, and now my Landorus is getting weakened through the Stealth Rocks now as well, so it's a problem. So I decided to send in Mr. Fluff here because he's not really useful anymore, considering he's slow and stuff. And I wanted him to actually die here so that way I can get a free switch. And unfortunately, Mr. Fluff lives, but luckily he goes for a Brave Bird, so actually it doesn't negate the leftovers. So either way, he gets some more leftovers recovery, which is a problem. And now I make a stupid play here. I go in the Politoed thinking I can outspeed this thing, but it turns out I don't, because even though I'm Choice Scarf, my base speed only goes up to like, I believe, 105 or something, and Crobat's like base 140 or 120 or something around there. Definitely should have went in Landorus beforehand. Otherwise, I would have had Politoed for later. It could have helped me definitely later in the game. I decided to go for the Hidden Power Ice here, even though that was kind of stupid. I definitely should have predicted this switch and went for the Earthquake. But Mrs. Fluff is going to come in, taking some more pain from the others, and she could take it because she's such a nice person. That's why Mr. Fluff married her. As Crobat's going to come in, I decided to go for a Silence Toss on something just to get damage off of something in general. And now I know I can win only if only Landorus has a lot of health. That's why I go for the Wish here. I knew I could live this because of max defense, and he has leftovers, so he's probably not as offensive. And I'm hoping with the Intimidate drop, Crobat won't be able to take me out. Luckily, it doesn't, because I think he's more of a bulky one because he has leftovers, like I said. And I get the Wish off, and now my Landorus is basically at full health because it's at 99%. And I make a really good prediction here. Since the Crobats have leftovers, if a Crobat has leftovers, it usually wants to go for Roost when it's really weakened. And luckily, I predict that right, and I Earthquake on his Roost and knock him out. As now I just go for the Earthquake here just to get some damage off the Conkeldurr, because I know now once he takes me out with the Ice Punch, if he takes one return of toxic damage, a Mach Punch for sure will definitely take this thing out. And I decided to go for the Leaf Blade here just to get damage off of something because I knew most likely Genesect would come in. And now Genesect's down to that point, I think, where I can take it out with the Mach Punch as well after Stealth Rock's damage. I'm not too sure, but I am Iron Fist boosted. As I switch into Mrs. Fluff, just as Death Fodder, she did a very good job. And now here's the moment of truth, because the Sky Score is the only thing that's in my way, and Leavanny's the only thing that could possibly take it out. And I decided to go for the Leaf Blade here because I thought he was going to hit me with the Ice Fang, but it turns out he looks like he doesn't have it. So I decided to go for the Leaf Blade to see how much it does, and he can only hit me with Earthquake, so that's a good thing. So I decided to go for the Sword Dance here, predicting him to go for the Protect, but he actually goes for the Earthquake. And now right here, I definitely should have went for the Sword Dance again, because I knew I could live like 3 more Earthquakes, but he Toxic me, which is a problem. As you're going to see here, it's going to be a major problem because he's going to Protect. I knew he would. I go for a Sword Dance, and I'm hoping a Sword Dance, a Leaf Blade with +3, with +4 will take it out, but unfortunately he gets the goddamn double Protect and stops my comeback. And that's where I get pissed and I forfeit, and it's going to be a 3-1 victory on his part. But regardless, it's still a good game. If he did not get the double Protect off, I don't think it would have killed. But if I did get the, let's say I got a crit, I could have probably won the game with just Conkeldurr at that point, because Conkeldurr could probably live any one hit from the Genesect and knock it out with like 2 Mach Punches. And then if I won the speed tie against his Conkeldurr, with the Mach Punch, I would have won the game. But regardless, it's still a very good game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and this game kind of pissed me off, but it turns out I like it now because it was a pretty good game in general, and we both played well. And yeah, this Thursday is going to be a new team, so look forward to that. It's going to be live, and that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you fools on the next one.